What's up and welcome to my guitar channel. I only just found out that Polyphia released another song. Apparently they've got a singer in this one. So let's dive into it and see what I think on that. Hey babe.
Someone call a paramedic. I can't speak, it's all phonetic. Made me forget every word, cause like that's a lot of letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. 911, hello, it's me, Sophia. Yes, this is an emergency. Yes, the way they put it down on me got the whole room tipsy. Hyperventilating when we be procreating. Where'd you learn to do that thing? How you hold the bat when you swing? I don't think I can breathe. I don't think I can be. I don't think I can think. I don't think I can see.
Okay, I have no idea if anyone on my channel knows this, but I love K-pop, and this is like some serious K-pop vibes. This is awesome. This is really cool. This is, I think, 48 seconds in. As far as I'm concerned, the best. As far as I'm concerned, I think so far it's the best Polyphia song that I've heard. I'm really liking this.
Fuck. Someone call a paramedic. I can't speak. It's all phonetic. Made me forget every word, cause like that's a lot of letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Cut your pick out and put it in my locker, so I could kiss you whenever I wanted. Hyperventilating when we be procreating. Where'd you learn to do that thing?
Is playing the bongos instead of a drum kit. There's so much to enjoy about this. It is like hilariously dumb. One like standard thing that you learn pretty early on when you start writing music in general is that when you shove in a whole lot of melody, like it makes it so easy to get clouded, and you realize that a lot of the really popular and really easy to connect with ideas are very simple. So super simple melodies that just kind of sit in your ear. Now, going on the opposite end of that, sometimes the melody is absolutely necessary to be going absolutely insane the entire time. And that's what this is doing. Like that chorus, the only thing that I can remember about that chorus is that they say the alphabet. But it's like I'm immediately addicted to it and I want to hear more of that. So yeah, once again, I'm really hardcore fangirling over this because this is awesome.
Hold the bat when you swing. I can breathe. I don't think I can be. I don't think I can think. I don't think I can see. Shit. Someone call a paramedic. I can't speak. It's all phonetic. Made me forget every word, cause like that's a lot of letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Ahiru e o kakikute ko sashisuze so tachitsute to nani mune no.
Yeah, so I like K-pop. I'm guessing this chick has a Japanese background. They can be very similar on the surface, but I'm far more familiar with K-pop, so that's why I mentioned K-pop. But yeah, it's not the same thing, but they can be very similar, and it's easy to mistake the two. Well, that that was chaos. That was awesome. I absolutely loved that. That was, once again, I've said it. I'm going to confirm it. That is my favorite Polyphia song. Simple to say. So a couple of quick things to note. I've mentioned this multiple times when I've done my Polyphia videos. They have a really, really intense use of subdivisions of rhythms. So the reason why this works and the reason why it's interesting, and it's very similar to rap in that way, that you take, instead of just a 4/4 measure, because as far as I'm aware, Polyphia mostly stay within 4/4. What you do instead of having 4 even measures is you might have one measure of 1, you have one measure of 4, one measure of 3, and one measure of 4 or something. And it's any kind of subdivision change within that is free game, so long as the rhythm itself sounds cool. Then all you do is you chuck a melody on top of that and you end up with something that is just really interesting to hear because you're able to feel the rhythm. The rhythm is consistent, but there's so many different subdivisions within that kind of push and pull you through the music. When you speed that up and when you then chuck a melody on top of it, including some crazy lyrics and insane visuals, then you end up with something like this. I mean, you don't always. Most of the time, most of the stuff you write is gonna suck. So it takes a lot of experience to be able to do this. But that is a really big gateway into the land of Polyphia, is just breaking up your subdivisions. Beyond that, it's a pretty intense understanding of harmony. Then you use the melody to kind of breeze through the harmony in really interesting ways. As soon as she started speaking another language, I was like, that doesn't sound Korean to me. I think this is J-pop. And then I noticed that the film clip is very, very J-pop. I actually love all the pop culture references. Like there's the kind of Japanese game show vibes going in there. There's the tabs that are going on the screen, which I assume are correct. Like you could just read that tab that's in the film clip and learn part of the song. Yeah, that was really, really, really genuinely cool. I'm so glad that Polyphia have done that because I don't know, like Polyphia, the music, it's just not really my thing. And they've kind of done a perfect mashup of them with a genre that I kind of find comical and actually just love listening to because I find it so entertaining. So I'm really, really happy that that's released. I'm immediately going to be liking that song on my Spotify and listening to it all the time because that's chaos and that film clip is great. And to me, my interest in K-pop is like 50% of the music itself and about 50% of the film clips, because the film clips are really, really interesting and they're super odd for me. Like I just find them, how has this culture been so different? I keep saying K-pop because there's a lot of stuff that is borrowed between K-pop and J-pop. But if you look up like a Kiamu Pamu, I think I'm pronouncing her name right, video, it's got a lot of these Japanese kind of aesthetics in it. Of course, the stuff that I'm referencing might be 10 years old now, but you can really easily get the vibe for that. If you look at the kind of Korean stuff that was coming out at the time, it was a lot less, I don't know how to say this, like childish is probably the wrong word because it's like, nearly cartoony. Like you see this video, they are literally cartoons and there's Guitar Hero and stuff popping up everywhere. But Koreans have a lot less of that. It's like kind of a lot more serious, but it's still got that playful vibe. They're still wearing the cute outfits. They're still doing this type of thing. There was quite a big cross-pollination in this video. So I'm assuming that in the process they went through to design the clip, they were like, oh yeah, we want this K-pop production, this K-pop kind of vibe. But then, the singer, whatever her name is like, well, I'm Japanese, so let's do that as well. I don't know if current Japanese music videos look like this. Wouldn't surprise me, but this is why I'm coming from this perspective, because quite familiar with the K-pop stuff, a lot less familiar with the J-pop stuff, but this is what my mind is putting together from what I've seen. So that was really cool. Great work, everyone that's involved in that. Loved it. Can't wait for the next one. If you want my opinion, if you've made it this far through the video, then maybe you do, I guess. I don't know. But Polyphia, I'd love it if you made more music like this because this is way up my alley. And that was really, really cool. Anyway, that's it for me, this video. I will catch you next time. Have a good one.